more back and hopefully you can hear me. I'm just gonna hold warrior two. Those who are doing the repeat are gonna be like, what happened? Well, teacher forgot to put phone in do not disturb and some 1-800 number called me. Oh, hey, reverse your warrior now if you didn't do that already. Thank you, Kasha. Thank you, friends, for letting me know. Pam. Straighten through your front leg now if you didn't already. Then up and over. So use a block at first to the inside of the thigh and let this back hip travel forward a bit. So this lets the front leg plug into the socket. Don't worry if you're just coming back in. Sorry, I missed you, but you didn't miss much. We're still on side one. And we'll flow through side number two together. So just making your way towards this is Trikonasana, triangle pose. Sorry, friends. One more breath. You might not need the block. Maybe fingers are light here. Feel the support of your legs. Stand up tall, face the side of your mat. Turn your front toes so that they're all parallel. Reach long from fingertip to fingertip. Inhale as you are. Exhale to forward fold. The hands make their way toward the floor. You can always bend your knees. Let the spine unfurl. 3 breaths. If you have tripod headstand, feel free to go for it, my friends. If you're in a headstand, stay there. Everybody else, crawl fingers forward, halfway lift your spine. Heel toe your feet in a little bit closer. Hands to the hips. Hinge your way up to standing slow. From there, turn your feet out. If you're still in tripod, stay there. We've got 4 breaths. Bending knees down low, inhaling, and exhaling to press back up to stand. Just a brief interlude. You have both of the sides of the pelvis doing the same thing before we do side number 2. Don't worry, you didn't miss anything. Hold the next one down. Arms open wide, heart expanding. Heels drive down, little down and up. Blue and up. Oh, we got hearts for the pulses. 4 more times, small movement down and up. Knees widening over like second toe. Last one, hold your wide squat, horse stance, straight in. Exhale to stand, lift the arms up and overhead. Inhale, step to the top of the mat. Exhale, thumbs lower to heart center. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, fold to thighs. Halfway lift, breathe in. Ground your hands, step back to plank and lower. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, dog. 1 breath cycle in dog. Look forward, step or float feet towards the hands. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Have the blocks near you. Roll up to standing. Side number 2. Left ankle crosses over right thigh. Get the bone past your flesh so it doesn't hurt. And your knees sit your hip back. So shin can slightly tip a little forward, but hips are going backwards behind you. Let your gaze, your eyes, be on something steady. So maybe your hands find your shin, or you can go to the blocks. Opening up, stretching your outer glutes by request. Well, Candace, I hope you can do it later because we had a little bit of a technical blip. So I think it'll post in 2 pieces, but it'll be there. 2 more breaths. One more breath as you are. If you have blocks, leave them towards the top of your mat. Hands back to your heart. Lift your eyes a little and stand tall. So left leg on crosses, stays at top of mat. Right leg steps back. Warrior 2, arms stretched wide. Let your eyes look down the front arm. And then maybe into the distance. If you have a window or something in front, focus on the furthest thing you could. Hopefully it's something kind of nice. Share with me after. Calming, even in this strong warrior-like position, still peaceful. Legs stay grounded, flip your palms, side stretch, reversing your warrior or exalted warrior. Big opening through the side body. Lift back up tall, then straighten your front leg. We missed this a bit on side one, but you can pivot your back foot a little in, and then let the back hip move slightly forward. That allows your left thigh bone to slurp into the socket in a nice way. And then to get into triangle, imagine lengthening, kind of sending left hip back as you reach your right ribs forward. Feel free to use a block inside the foot, and you'll see I'm not really in a side bend. I'm still trying to find length through both sides of the torso. Back foot is equally active as the front, so you're not locking out the knee on the front leg. Find some sense of tone so that then you can be supple and soft. If you have a block, slide it out of the way. Press into both feet, stand tall, facing side. Turn all the toes to face the same direction. It's time, hands laced behind your back, left thumb on top. Stretch your arms long and a little bit away from your back. Fold forward. I keep softness behind my knees so that I don't lock out my joints. I'll leave that to you. Looking for a little hamstring stretch. The back of the legs lengthening, but also your spine feeling free and like it can unfold. That'll feel different for all of us, so make this yours. One more breath in the fold. Ground through your feet, bend your knees, send your sitting bones back behind you, and half lift your chest, so broadening through the collarbones. Release your hands to hips, stand tall with those bent knees, and come up to straight. One last time, step to the top of your mat, feet together, arms lift, breathe in. Fold towards yourself as you breathe out. Half lift, inhale. Ground your hands, step back, and lift the hips right away into down dog, so no vinyasa. Lower knees down towards the floor. Sit back, hips to heels. So this is where you'll find your props, and I might show you. And if you don't have the massage balls, don't worry, I'll show you option one. So if you've got cookbooks but no massage balls, you'll lay down onto the back and set yourself up so that you've got something under your hips. And that's glorious. This is like a very good front of hip opener for us. If you also wanted to just do one block at a time and kind of take a hip opening stretch, you can do wind removing pose, my favorite name, fart pose, with one knee bending in. But if you can, take your massage balls and place them between your shoulder blades. Oh boy. This is my favorite part of the class. And you can adjust where your butt on the blocks is in relation, and let the kind of musculature on either side of your spine just melt towards massage balls. If you have one only, you might move it halfway through. But if you have two, like I do in a bag, or one of these AccuBalls that kind of has a ridge, then you get double duty. And try any kind of arm movement here. So I might trace arms back behind me and forward, or maybe out towards a circle. Just kind of guiding yourself with your intuition and feeling. And you can work your way up or down. So just finding maybe spot higher up. If you tend to hold more tension in the top of your neck, work your massage situation towards your upper back, like really high up. Sorry, I keep sighing, it just feels pretty good. But finding some arm movement around that. And like I said before, if you simply have your hips stacked on blocks, you're getting a really great benefit of some hip extension, and also like a little mild inversion, just enough that your blood flow can go back from the legs returning into your abdomen. Feel free to keep finding little stretching movements like this for as long as you would like. Just working whatever it is you're massaging yourself with, higher up or lower down, and changing the way that you're moving your limbs around it. Remember, like if you go for a massage, that you want to start first with just gentle pressure, so you're not going in as hard as you can right away and shocking your body, but instead coaxing. So you can feel free to stay there a little longer. I'm going to move my massage balls off to the side and place my feet back down into the earth a little heavier so that I can move my blocks out of the way and melt one bone at a time back down into the ground. And once you're there, just press into your head slightly so that you can lift your shoulder blades barely off the mat. And walk them a little bit underneath of you and glide your legs out to long. We'll stay here for about 2 minutes in stillness, softening through your eyes, letting your whole physical frame get a little bit quieter. Feel the space behind your eyes kind of open to receptivity. And the space between your eyebrows also softening, opening. Rest your face, especially in this digital world. It's almost like we have to use our faces more to express than when we do in person and we have other gestures and way to communicate with each other. So here, really try to let the skin of the face completely soften. Chant a few rounds of a mudra that is for Kali. Not mudra, oh my goodness. Chant for Kali. This is her bija chant, so the seed kind of chant. Mudra, mantra, a little confused. Feel free to soak it in, even if you don't necessarily understand the Sanskrit words. The resonance of them might land in your nervous system, help you to soften a bit, but to open to change. That's what Kali, fierce, dark goddess, kind of represents in us. Om Hrim Shrim Klim Arya Kalika Parameshwari Swaha. Om Hrim Shrim Klim Arya Kalika Parameshwari Swaha. Om Hrim Shrim Klim Arya Kalika Parameshwari Swaha. Shrim Klim Arya Kalika Parameshwari Swaha. about your end of the world, but here the sun just came out a little bit stronger. Feel that energy of change that exists inside you. That's what the deities are, is a reflection of energies that are within all of us, and just a way to represent that and to call on those things when we might need them. Kali is thought to be kind of the ego destructor, or when there's false ego coming up, and your needs might be driven from a place that doesn't serve you. Sometimes the Kali energy can help to see the greater picture. Stay a little longer if you feel. If you're ready to come out of stillness, maybe finding some bigger gestures or starting smaller. And sensing the shift that can happen in our own bodies and tissues just from a little bit of warmth and movement. Take some time to make your way up to any comfortable seat. And close, placing one hand on the heart, other hand just at the lower abdomen. Try not to change your breathing from its natural cadence. Just observe where you're at right now. And again, opening the eyes and try to find something somewhat far to focus on. For me, it's a tree out the window. And finding a branch, or if it's a skyscraper or a crane in the sky, maybe focusing on that. Letting your eyes refocus so that there's less pressure to just be insular. We get really myopic. So broaden, take off the horse blinders. Stay there as long as you like. And when your day must go on, feel free to flicker, just kind of shifting back into your room, into things that are closer towards you, and letting your eyes explore some movement. Thank you to those of you who came back. Sorry about the blip. Note to self, put your phone on DND before you teach the class, and then the thing won't go out. So nice to see so many of you. Candy baby, hope you come back later. Oh, Callie has these pants, right? Sarah, you were here. The poet in my heart. Never change. Good, Emily. I'm so glad. Yeah, we did Cash. I hope you didn't miss too much, but thank you for telling me that. I know it's funny when it's interrupted and the sounds. Mel! All the way from Winnipeg. I hope that things are good in Manitoba. Thanks, Carly. Nice to see you. Pam, good to see you. Dee. Oh, Lauren just came back. I heard that you might have had a dance in the street, impromptu, and of course 6 feet apart, but with Amber. I heard that you ran into each other and had a little dance, street dance party. Act of random joy. Thank you, people. If you have any requests for next week's programming, please feel free to shoot me a message or an email or anything. Thank you so much to those of you who have donated in form of e-transfer or Patreon. I appreciate it. You're awesome. And hope to see you soon. Have a great weekend.